It's your girl, Bougie Boy.
Yo, it's OSG Breezer.
Breeze.
DJ Dub,
So you're on with lit.
Yeah, you on with Litlifestyle podcast.
Lifestyle.
and if you see me in the street, say what up.
Hey, shout out Ross, man. Prayers up for the homie, for the big homie, man. Wagwan, man. OSG Breezer.
It's your boy DJ Dub J23.
T Will.
And who we got in here, man?
Got your boy Josh, or some of y'all know me as P from Off the Wave, man.
He's so humble.
Chill out, man.
It's Josh. But yeah, man. Hey, how we gonna do the microphone thing, man? Me and P can show it, man. Pause.
Sure, yeah, definitely pause on that.
Definitely pause that. But nah, man, shout out to the homie Ross, man. I'm glad he pulled through. Y'all heard about the love situation?
Yeah, we heard about the situation.
What's y'all thoughts, man?
My thoughts is, I was just really wishing him a real good recovery.
Was you scared?
I was kind of a little fearful. You know, I'm from Florida, so I was kind of fearful. And I called back home, and immediately everybody said, man, nah, Ross straight. But the media took the whole wave and just ran with it. Mm-hmm. Folks was just going, rest in peace, Ross, just to get some attention. Yeah. When they got other jobs and stuff like that, they don't even work for the media. They just want to be seen. True. It was real messed up.
Y'all was scared? I was
up
scared,
for his family.
I'm the same way as him. I'm from Florida too. So like, you know, in Florida, Ross is a staple. It's a big deal for us down there because you think Ross probably the biggest rapper from Florida? You said that? Yeah. Ever. Ever. Yeah, so
what about
It's no shots, it's just actual.
Yeah. No.
What about
you walking and I ran way past you?
What about Trick?
Ain't no shots. I really just ran past.
Trick second.
But
Ross
second. You know,
was
Trick paved a lot of ground too, man.
Right, he did.
You know, way back in the day, I'm talking about before it was even mainstream, underground.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He was the only one jumping up on loops joints or what they call booty raps or those type of beats, and he was
Booty
rapping
rap.
about when he was rapping about real street stuff
Yeah, he was
on
probably
those
the first,
beats. Though.
that thug rap.
Him and
first
JT
one.
Money.
JT Money.
Now,
know what
bro,
I'm saying?
changed it to thug rap. It's booty rap or thug rap. Which one it is? Man?
He started on me and stuff when he was on loop. He was on the booty, you know, the
we
bass.
called it booty back.
What did how it go? Play it. Let me hear.
Here you go.
Now, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why would I fall
But,
into that?
Y'all from Florida. I don't know how booty rap sound, bro.
So he thinks
Miami
Florida
bass.
people-
Miami bass.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, shit what your mama gave you, type stuff like that.
So what about Kodak Black?
That's the new age
Yeah,
right now. But at the same time, Ross got seniority in it.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
You know, and he's just starting in it. So give him another 10 years like Ross, and then we can ask that question.
Ross got records with Jay-Z. True. That's
You know
enough
what I'm
said.
saying? Jay-Z pulled him in pretty much.
Right.
Pretty
Records.
much, kind of. First
Right.
contract.
Got records with Jay-Z.
Right, several.
But why Jay-Z? Who is Jay-Z?
Come on now.
Why just?
That's like
Because
getting
he got records with Jay. He got records with Wayne too. I mean, why? You know.
Well, that's the difference between getting schooled by your favorite uncle and getting schooled by Frank Lucas, for example. It's a big difference. That's much more seniority in it. Experience in the game, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Wayne been in the game longer than Ross, isn't it?
Okay, so I should let's see, a new NBA player coach me versus a coach that been
Wayne
around
ain't
like
new.
Pat Riley for the longest.
Wayne ain't new.
Yeah.
Wayne been rapping since what? 14?
Yeah. But you look
The
at
BG
Jay more
true
like in
story?
the boss status, though. You know what I mean? So if you look at it more so like that.
It's not just a rapper.
Right. You know, being
Oh
with.
my God, Ross.
Come on now, you know I'm a Wayne fan, so you already know, don't Well, you gotta respect it though.
Me down right.
Yeah. But I'm glad he pulled
You gotta
through though,
respect
man.
business,
Ross
man.
is a big deal for us, man. So I hope he and I mean his last album was great. So it ain't like Ross about to chill out no time soon. So we definitely still need, you know, those elder statesmen.
How
in the
y'all
game.
feel about 50 though, man? 50 coming in.
That was cold, bro.
That was cold.
That was-
but how
was
far
cold.
should beef be taken when it comes to that? To the point that
It's beef.
or is it
It's
clear
beef.
or is it just a clear media outlook? You just want some
beef,
attention
bro.
off of it real fast.
It's
Let me
beef.
play the devil's advocate.
It's beef. Whoever beefing with me right now gonna be talking about my breads.
Yeah.
What breads with them little ass breads? Nigga got no ain't. Nigga got a layup. Nigga got no ain't time.
But through time, that changes because if I'm beefing with you and I'm 70 years old and I'm in a walker and you in
Right.
a wheelchair, what I'm gonna do to you in Kroger's?
I'ma clip your walk up. Fuck your walker, nigga.
That's my thing.
I'm
man.
gonna wait till that nigga sleep and take that nigga walker. He gonna get up.
I feel like at some point in life, you got somewhat grow up some. You know what I mean?
That's all about maturity.
And you know, in that situation, man, it ain't even that serious. You know what I mean? He didn't kill nobody he knew or anything like that. So
for the people who don't know what we talking about, what was actually done or said, Leon?
between Ross and 50?
Yeah, what 50 did.
I mean, 50 had the baby moms. I know he brought Ross baby moms, and ain't nobody got sued. Didn't he have to pay her like $5 million or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Cause he but you know, that was kind of shiesty. That 50 did, you know, during that time. But it feel like with 50, man, if he do something, he gonna go super over the top. And you just know certain people, like, with a dude like that, for me personally, I already know what it is. It probably ain't even gonna stress me no more, because I just know what type of person he is. And I'm just
talking about
like,
recently
whatever.
what he put up. For the viewers might not know what he put up. what was it? It was a wrestler, right?
Yeah, Rocky.
Yeah, and it's just
picture.
if he died, he died. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, dang, is that too far?
It's a difference between killing a man and spitting on his grave too.
Facts.
Or wishing
Wishing
death.
death.
You know, that's different.
Is a nigga a real nigga if he spit on his grave, bro?
That's nothing. I mean, he's gone. What are you getting from
Yeah,
that?
and then like
That's just crap. I mean, if
50.
you did what you did and it's already been done and he gone, then what's the point of acting up? Everything is just theatric from now,
It's just like,
and it makes you the mark.
and I love 50. You know what I'm saying? I love him musically, but like 50 in his 40s at this point, like, you know.
You gonna beef with somebody? Turn.
I told him I'm in my 40s, man. I hope I
with somebody
ain't
right
I ain't
now.
being petty like that, man. It's crazy.
is that being petty though, or is it just real beef? He might just really don't fuck with Ross, bro.
But I mean, if you
Like,
could
for
you could be
real.
that way, and you don't got to do it publicly. Why do it publicly? I know everybody do it for the gram now, but you know, if you feel a certain personal way about people, you don't necessarily have to say that. You know what I mean?
That goes
But-
back to high school too, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
bro.
you got a problem with me and we about to fight in front of a whole crowd, but then when I get ready to use the bathroom, I happen to slide past you in the hallway and you don't say nothing.
right.
That means you fronting for the crowd.
Attention.
You ain't got no real problem.
Everybody
I was
do
right
something
next
for
to you in the
attention.
stall in the bathroom. You did nothing.
Name one person who won't do something for attention. I'll wait.
I mean, it depends. It depends.
Everybody do everything for the ground. Everything is for the ground, bro. Niggas get fresh for the ground. Niggas get fresh. Niggas put on the outfit and be like, man, take my picture, bro. Let me put
How
this
many-
shit out real quick, my nigga.
I
For real.
don't. I can't speak for a lot.
I
of
don't
people.
either. Truthfully.
I don't post pictures every day. You ain't
I
got to
post
see
pictures,
me every
but-
day. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't post 3 different pictures of me dressing in 3 different outfits and then look in the mirror and say I'm a man. I don't do stuff like
50
that.
did it for the ground, man.
I bet.
Yeah, possibly. That makes sense.
Biggie dissed Tupac after he died. How y'all feel about that? Y'all was mad about that? Or do y'all know about that?
It's just facts.
Yeah, no facts.
I ain't know about that.
Where he dissed him at?
him. He went to LA and rapped the diss track. In LA. It was in LA? Yeah, in LA.
Yeah.
Rapped the diss track that he made to him. In LA after he died.
That was some real beef too, though.
So this ain't real beef?
What
I mean,
was
let's
their
get
beef?
into it.
What was the initial beef?
Who?
50 Cent and Rick Ross.
I don't know, how did it start?
Yeah, that's a great ass question. I think Ross was doing a lot of
Let me
music
Google
with
that
Fat Joe. I think Ross was like real cool with Fat Joe, and you know how 50 is. If you cool with anybody that he ain't cool with, he pretty much. Cause I was the same way he did with Jada Kiss. Remember when they did New York in New York? He had no problem with Fat Joe or Ja Rule, but when he seen both of them on the record with him, he was like, "F all y'all," you know what I'm saying?
They just start speaking a man's name
Right.
and pulling him in. He want to
Right,
pull anything
right,
that has
right.
to do with them people into it.
Right.
sense.
You
And
know?
see, Ross the type of cat, he ain't gonna back down from, confrontation.
But see, you can have 50 people with you, and they all run with you. They'll ride or die with you. But see, if I got a problem with a man, I'm coming for the man.
Right.
And if I kill the head of the snake, I ain't got to worry about the rest of the body.
So at
I'm
the end
coming
of
to
the
you.
day, if you Ross, what do you do right now? Do you retaliate? Do you say something back?
I mean-
because you know that's what he wants.
It depends on what type of person you are. I know me, like, I believe the energy that you put into the world is what you receive. So I'm gonna let him ride, honestly. Like, it is what it is. Because it ain't gonna benefit him going back and forth with him, is it? So,
Nah, it'd benefit 50 more so than anything.
I remember when 50 exposed that police picture.
right.
But can I tell y'all something? A lot of people missed during that time.
really-
A lot of people missed during that time when Ross was just popping with Slip and Slide Records, and who else was on Slip and Slide that was popping before that? Trick Daddy.
Trick.
But so all the attention was on Ross at the time. So before 50 Cent did it, Trick Daddy showed up to the awards with that picture of him being a police officer and started that, but ain't nobody even paid that no attention.
Wow.
That's how 50 Cent found out
Got the
about
picture,
it.
probably, yeah.
You see what
At
I'm
the
saying?
end of the day, man, I feel like, man, niggas don't be born a rapper, bro. You had a job.
Thank you, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
mean, he just had,
yeah.
and at the end of the day, anybody who ever been locked up, you know, the CEO is your nigga. That's who bringing in everything for you, for real. That's who you getting your cigarettes from. You getting your treat, whatever you getting from the CEO. So at the end of the day, when they said that, I'm like, bro, really? That's the homie. You know what I'm
Florida and
saying?
people from Miami,
I'm not mad at it. Like, well, he was a CEO now. What's up, bro? You feel me?
Cats from
For real,
Florida and
for
people
real.
from Miami, they really know the truth. And the thing is, if he was really a rat, talking about the stuff that he does based off of
Yeah.
his past and people that's in the streets, dead, locked up, and on the streets that know about this man,
Right.
that's a difference, you know what I mean? And everybody from Florida know why the man was really a CO too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's true. So speaking on all that, man, I feel like Ross is a great entrepreneur, man. I know another entrepreneur that's put on a dope fashion show last night. You know what I'm saying? I remember texting bros and he was like, I think I'm about to open the shop, man. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know what I'm saying? That man, what's up, man? Let's go and let's tell the people who it is. They don't know who you are.
Man, like I said, my name is Josh, man. A lot of people call me P. I got a little shop downtown called Off the Wave.
Got a little shop. Man.
You know what we specialize in? We do vintage clothing and streetwear. And we've been open for about 7 months now. And so far, so good, man. It's a blessing, man, to say the least. Like more than anything, man, like just more so humbled. Like, you know what I'm saying? That people really are rocking with us and supporting. And really trying to bring that fashion culture to the city, man, because I feel like the city need it, and I feel like the city have it. Yeah. And if y'all came out last night, y'all seen it. It's here. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Was I expecting that kind of turnout last night? No. I'd be lying if I did.
So loud. I had people
right,
say, hey,
right.
I don't know.
Man, like
I barely stuck in.
I wanted to throw my phone away yesterday. I just wanted to throw it away. People was hitting me all day saying it's sold out, it's this, it's that. And we end up, you know, we only did 150 tickets, but we end up letting in like an additional, I think, 40 to 50 at the door. So we almost had close to 200 people in the building last night. So, and more than anything, no drama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's lovely to see, you know,
smooth.
and that's my thing, like being a black business owner is like, I want to show the city that we can hold these type of events and nothing happened. It's all positivity. Like we all working. Like y'all came through, y'all did the interviews and the whole nine. Like we really need to instill that culture into the city, man. And I just want to be like the bigger brother for a lot of these young cats trying to come up and do their thing. No, I'm just saying for real, man. You know what I mean? I always said to myself, like, when I get in my 30s, man, I'm not going to be the 30-year-old that's still trying to run behind the, 21 and 22-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be more like a young OG to set them up because eventually, you know, the scary thing is they're going to be running the world one day.
That's what it's all about.
That's the scary part. Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, last night was dope, man. You know, we had the old shop on Farm Street. And what a lot of people don't know is a lot of that property in Savannah is getting bought up. Because, you know, you got the Kessler Hotel right there on River Street. Exactly. And where our old building is going to be knocked down, it's going to be luxury condos. So we literally had like 8 weeks to be like, hey, y'all moving. So between that time, it was like, man, you know, you missing money. I'm like, damn, you know, different things like that. And then also the new building is steady being renovated. So we were like, you know, how are we going to get this done? But when I walked into the new building, though, and I seen that showroom and everything, I was like, perfect. I can finesse this. Yeah. I know what I can do with it. And I've been to fashion shows in the past and different things like that, and they were cool or whatever. But I definitely wanted to do something more for us. Like, a lot of people, like, use the culture word a lot. But they ain't really bringing the culture. Like,
ooh, that shots at Litlifestyle?
No, not at all. Come on, y'all family. I'm just saying it's just like an overused word right now.
Nah, for real.
But my thing was really to bring that street, because it's a streetwear edition, and a lot of people still to this day they don't really get what streetwear is. And I just want the city.
So break that down, then, man.
So like what streetwear is like your day-to-day kind of stuff that you would really wear. But you know the main brands I would say are like Supreme, Palace, Bape, Off-White, different things like that or whatever. So I know a lot of people that wear those kind of brands, you know, good sports gear, different things like that. So I just wanted to bring everybody together. A lot of scat out there. A lot of-
Wearing that, is that a good or a bad? Because is that hype beast?
You got plenty of hype
Oh,
beasts.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. You got plenty of hype beasts,
Well,
man.
explain to them what a hype beast is from
A hype beast to me, it honestly has two definitions. Like a hype beast can be just somebody who just likes that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows somebody who buy every Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the trash ones, they just buy them. So you're a hype beast. But then a hype beast can also be somebody that's not from the culture, that's trying to, you know, just get anything. Like it's kind of crazy, but some dudes still think like if you buy certain clothes, it'll make you cool.
Yeah.
Like you still gotta have the character first before anything. Like you can be Gucci down, and be a geek. You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends. So for us, like, you know, streetwear for us, when we say culture is, you know, the cool cats. Like if I know something going on, I'ma holla at Breeze because I know Breeze gonna rock it the right way. He gonna know what type of shoes to put on or what type of jacket, different things like that. So I just definitely wanted to see the city come out and see what people put together. And like I said, man, you know, Scab was there, Heavy, Georgia Southern, Savannah State, a lot of hairdressers out, you know, Lit Lifestyle podcast was out. My boy Fleet was out there, clean front row, you know what I mean? So it was just good to see people you know, come through and really support, man. Like for real, I felt the love a lot last night. It was dope.
So does Off the Wave have any new apparel? Any new?
Yeah, man. That was the end scene. So we doing a lot more merch. What happened was a lot of people came to the shop, right? And people just like what we do. Like I think what it is like. Before I got into anything, I worked in retail for 10 years. So a lot of people probably remember me from working at Wilson's and Orchithorpe Mall. I used to have the braids like Breeze then, though. Back in the day, they was longer though. You know what I mean? But I had the braids. I had the braids back in the day, and customer service always been really, really big for me. Cause I know like if I go to a restaurant or I go to a store and they treat me right, I'm gonna want to come shop again.
Right.
So every time somebody come through the shop, I'm always like, "Yo, what's up? Where you from? What you do? Etc. Etc." And you know, people, you know, latched on. Right. So when people would come, they may not be able to afford like a $120 t-shirt or $100 t-shirt, but they want to mess with us. So they're like, oh, well, let me get a $30 off the way t-shirt because I want to rep the brand. Yeah. So what we doing now is we're going to do a lot more merch in store. So when you come through, you'll see a lot of these, you know, the off the way satin jackets, you know, the dad caps, all different things like that. So we can kind of start branding more. We're not a brand. That's the biggest thing. It's just merch. That's the biggest thing. And the dope thing that we're gonna be start doing now that y'all saw last night, we dipping into women now. Yeah.
Like lingerie.
Like lingerie. Nah, man. Like
might need to pick up.
If I was in New York or LA and I worked for a bigger company, man, I would, you know, tell them that women love streetwear. And guess what? There's no brand that has streetwear for women right now. Like Kith has it a little bit, but it's not done super well. But everything pretty much is just kind of like unisex.
So you saying as far as your brand or as far as the store?
The store, we're gonna be carrying more women's stuff, so we'll have a lot more vintage clothing for women. I would say more so unisex. I'll use that word.
Yeah, it's 2018.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, honestly. So
everybody go to the same bathroom.
Right. But we're gonna cater more to the ladies, because a lot of ladies came through and man, ladies, they spend that bread. Well, you know what I mean?
Well, see, I know you from the city, so other than just streetwear, I've seen you in clothing stores. I know, you know, that you saw that background from the customer service to coming through the front door and everything. So what I do know, and I think you got more than just streetwear that you probably planning later on after you jump off with this.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Spill the tea.
The dope thing, like I said about like all those people that come through, and I hope everybody do this. Like when you come into contact with certain people, just ask them what they do. You'd be surprised how many things you can get done. Yeah. So we got off the wave trap pants coming, right? You saw the two dope cats from New Orleans last night on the show. They from New Orleans, bro. All they do is make pants. That's all they do. Like, yeah, bro, I got you. You know, shoot them a little bread. You know what I'm saying? Knock some things out for me. I got a couple ideas of some other things coming.
A jersey? You got a jersey coming out?
Not necessarily. No jersey. It's just, like, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like, it's so many people that are already doing certain things. Yeah. Like, my biggest thing I would tell anybody is find your lane and ride it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm a ride my lane. I'm going to do, my personal style is minimalistic. So I like a lot more like simple type things like that, but that can be a little kind of flashy as well. So we'll be doing more stuff like that, but more than anything after last night, more events. You know what I mean? For the city to really come out. I know my plan is to do at least 4 events a year after. So that's my thing. So I'm thinking probably do another one in July, summertime type thing. We actually got a space underneath us too on River Street. So it's an open space, but you got a lot of different things with the city you got to get across first.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely more things to come, man, and I'm excited, man, more than anything.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was proud last night, man. I was
Man,
like,
thank you, bro.
dang,
Thank
man,
you, bro.
Like, I remember, like I said, I remember
Right,
the
right,
Texas,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like seeing it, like,
Right.
oh my God.
Right.
Like, for real, friend, to see you running around with it, man, like everything was D1, man.
Yeah,
Wasn't
man.
No drama, just, I seen Buddy about to come out with the skateboard. He was looking like, man, I hope I don't fall.
Yes. Oh, that was my biggest fear. That was my biggest fear. I was like, bro.
man. But he did it.
He got
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything was A1, man.
And that's the thing, man. Like, man, them 6 weeks, I've been stressed.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Man.
Because, like, I'm a perfectionist in a way. So I want to make, because it's unfortunate, but y'all know how it go. Like, when you put stuff on, people waiting for you to.
You got a certain vision.
Right.
You gonna grind for
They,
that vision.
they
too.
waiting for you to just.
Oh, he had
Right.
The girl had a stain on the back of her shirt. The whole thing was messed up.
Right. So I was on point with everything, but I couldn't. It wasn't just me. You know, I got to shout out my team.
I think everybody took pride. You could tell last night.
Yes.
Everybody felt like this. There was a part of it for real. They
Right.
wasn't just
And that's my
working
thing,
on
man.
it.
Like delegating
Yeah.
certain things to certain people because I know they can do it. I actually had the girl PG who did a lot of the girl stuff. She was gonna come with me today, but she ended up going to Charlotte. And my homie Trishan too.
flexing.
But yeah, man, I had people all around, doing things, and even y'all being out there, like y'all set the vibe too, like with that energy. Cause when y'all was back there with my models and stuff, I think y'all got them geeked up. Cause by the time they hit the stage, them boys I was like, hey, them boys ready. You know what I mean? So it's just dope to see these young kids, man, with so much personality, and they got so much promise and stuff like that. So for us to be able to have something for them to express themselves is just dope, bro.
So you got to see everything, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite fit last night, bro?
Oh man,
What was your
I'm gonna say
favorite fit?
just me, like I actually like vintage stuff more.
Yeah.
So like one of my favorite fits, did y'all see? It was the white chick Molly. She came out with the old UCLA football jersey with the track pants.
Yeah, that was dope.
With the bag, love that. Just because I remember when UCLA had them dope jerseys. This is like late '90s. As far as streetwear, my man Shane came out with the Juicy J mask on with the Supreme in Arabic. That joint was crazy. And shoot, my own joint, my Obama Supreme shirt, going crazy. I got compliments all night, man. So, but yeah, all the looks were specific to the times, and believe it or not, I curated the music.
Yeah, I was about to say the music, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My biggest thing I wanted to do with the music is a lot of young kids like vintage clothing, but they don't understand where this stuff came from. So my whole point was like, all right, y'all like what we used to do or what people used to do before us, but listen to the culture of it. So we opened up the show with Mobb Deep, Shook Ones. You know what I mean? Then we went into
Money,
Mr.
Power,
Cheeks.
Respect,
Right,
all
Money, Power,
that,
Respect.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So my thing for them was to go home and go on Apple Music and be like, Money, Power, Respect.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So they can get more of that culture of where this stuff come from. Because nothing is brand new. Everything come from somewhere. And yeah, man, we just we broke it down into different scenes. Like with the vintage clothing, we wanted to make sure that everything was authentic, 90s. So if you had on a old Nautica joint, you had to have on some shoes that came out in the 90s. It just was what it was. You know what I mean? And for the newer stuff, the same thing. So yeah, but shout out to everybody that helped out, man. Shout out to y'all for coming through and supporting, man. It, like I said, man, it's more so humbling than anything, bro. Real talk.
So how you feel about this new situation, man? With Lil Xan, man. You heard about the situation?
Yeah, man. It kind of go back
what
to
you
what.
going back and forth with the vintage way and knowing about the music and all. Like, what's your grasp on the whole situation?
Like, it go back to just what I was saying before. Like, nothing in this world is new. Like you may not say you like something from the past, but you should at least know what's going on. Yeah. Like, I don't listen to all this new music,
for the
right?
viewers that don't really know what's going on, basically, Lil Xan put up something saying that about Tupac, right? He was saying he
said his music was born.
He was born, or whatever like that. So at the end of the day, can you really blame him? He was born 5 days before Tupac was shot, so or whatever like that. So
I can, because I wasn't born before you know, Marvin Gaye was really popping. You know what I mean? And I love Marvin Gaye. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, different things like that. You know, my parents, that's what they bump. You know what I mean? I love that type of music. So I don't think you could really make an excuse for that. And you could better, like, you know, when I was here before last time, we talked about Tupac. Tupac wasn't even in my top 5. And I know for some people that's like, oh, you know what I mean? But for me to say Tupac isn't a great rapper, it's outrageous. Like, you know what I mean?
He said it was boring.
His
I feel
music,
like that's personal. Like, I mean, you ain't gonna like everybody. I feel like he got a lot of flack, but at the end of the day, if him saying he was whack, that's something different. But he said he was boring.
Can you listen to any, like, let's say we put 10 Tupac tracks right here. Could you say all them joints is boring?
Not me, but to somebody
Could anybody?
19 years
Let's just say,
old.
what if Pac was just coming out and he said Bob Marley was boring? You know what and what not to say, regardless if
Thank
you feel it
you.
or not.
Are you saying as far
And
as
these
what not
days,
to
people
say?
don't know what and what not to say. I mean, the way you feel is the way you feel. If that man feel like
why
Pac
you
is
think he
boring,
said it?
why you think he said it? I mean, I don't know why the heck he said it. What you think I am, his brain or something?
I'm saying, why you think he said it?
That's not
Did
a
he say
questionable
it because
question.
he knew it was gonna blow up, but did he say it because he really mean it?
I don't know why the boy said it, but I mean, I know a lot of times people feel like controversy sells, and any type of attention is good attention, but that ain't always good.
Bougie Boss, would you say if he was a rapper?
To blow?
Yeah. She gonna say that. Fuck Jay-Z. Think I got all the Jay-Z pictures.
Oh, okay.
You what saying?
But even saying that statement, that's not saying Jay-Z boring.
Yeah.
They're just saying you don't like him.
Yeah, that's why I ain't really give him a lot of flack, because he said he was boring. Like,
Yeah.
that's just to your liking. That's just like us calling another Frank Sinatra boring to some people.
Yeah.
Like, we don't listen to that. I listen to it, but, you know, the average...
Certain things is undeniable. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Right.
Like I don't like LeBron James, but for me to say he's not a great basketball player, that's outrageous. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bad PR. I think it's
We
really
gotta
bad
take this nigga mic.
It's bad PR.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's nobody like LeBron. Who has ever been like LeBron?
Steph Curry.
Magic Johnson?
Look, Magic Johnson couldn't play every position.
Yeah, he could.
He could play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. And
He played
his
1, 2, 3,
rookie
4.
year, he played center in the finals and won MVP at center.
You're right.
You know what I mean? The only difference is
He couldn't play PG. He couldn't play the one.
he was the point guard.
He was a
His
point
whole
guard.
career.
He couldn't really.
When he retired and he came back, he played the 3 and the 4. Yeah, after the whole AIDS
I was wrong.
or HIV situation.
I was wrong.
Yeah. You know,
I thought
the
he
only
played the
difference
3.
is LeBron was a
He
better.
played the one for real.
Yeah, he played the 1. Yeah.
That
LeBron's a
nigga
better
caught up.
scorer. You know what I mean? But Magic really was like trying to get everybody involved first before scoring. If he really wanted to score 30 a game, he could have. You know what I mean? But yeah, LeBron's great though. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, it just your taste. You know what I mean?
How y'all feel about Lil Xan rating Pockets number 2 for the clout list, man?
Rating Pac as
That's
number
number
2 on
two.
the clout list.
Right.
What that
But,
mean? What's
yeah.
That's the young boy's turn.
Exactly.
Clout.
I feel like
Cool.
LeBron James got the clout.
True indeed.
Facts.
How about LeBron James coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh man.
How y'all feel about LeBron James coming to the Pittsburgh
He's
Steelers?
not going there, bro.
Yes, he is, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Bet
Come
money.
on, come on.
The man keeps saying, after this season, I ain't talking about it. I ain't talking about after the season yet. I'm talking about this season.
Right.
That man is coming to Pittsburgh, bro. He gonna be a tight end, watch.
To play football, Reed.
He gonna play football. He gonna be a tight end in the Pittsburgh
What you
Steelers,
drinking?
bro. Water. This vitamin water. Shot to 50. I don't know, man. But I mean, at the end of the day,
I think
bro,
even though, like I said, Pac is not in my top 5 as a rapper, but
but number 2 on the clout
influence
list.
wise, he probably is the most influential rapper ever.
Exactly.
Like by far.
Who's your top 5 moguls then that you listen?
Ooh, DJ Doug J back
Chum, chum.
with the mogul list.
Moguls.
Yeah,
It all depends on what arena you talking about.
like they know, like I guess I say worldwide. You know,
Worldwide?
I mean,
Music?
entertainment, fashion,
Yeah,
hip
Yeah,
hop.
I'm saying, like,
entertainment.
Cause buddy,
entertainment?
that porn star dude with one of my moguls.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
Oh God.
that's my boy. I went for everything, all the man. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far like entertainment, hip hop.
Entertainment, hip hop, and all that.
That's hip hop. Porn ain't hip hop.
It is.
Yeah.
What you listening to while you watching porn? Then?
Genuine, all kind.
Oh man. You hell, boy.
I kind of believe him. Genuine had
real.
cornrows too, and you
He
didn't
did?
expect that.
He
You know what I'm
did.
saying? I didn't expect him to have
Back
cornrows
then,
just like Genuine.
Yeah, so y'all have said listen to music. What y'all listen to?
Not the genuine. I'm listening to Migos.
Migos.
I'm gonna stop playing.
I
ain't
I was about to
listening
say,
That's one thing, but I think I don't know. Maybe Genuine might have inspired that hairstyle, man.
Hey, nah, really. I just needed to get
Clean,
something
though.
done to
It's
this
clean,
shit,
it's
bro.
clean.
I was tired
Right.
of the love. Like, man, she was like, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna have no hang time.
What's Bree's clout level?
Fuck it.
Ooh.
That nigga. Come on now. We gonna have to go to break now. What y'all mean?
No, Bree's a cool dude. Real talk, real
Everybody
cool.
was touching my sweater last night.
Yeah, that shit was clean.
Had the little elbow sweater
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that joint was
She had
clean.
all the jokes.
She was clean too. You was clean last night. Clean.
So P man, you feel like Kanye West still? Do you feel like he controls fashion or brings some content to fashion these days, as of in the past?
Yeah, he I think when it's all said and done, he will be the second most influential rapper ever, other than Tupac, because
Kanye?
all arenas he's controlling.
Everybody was super hard before he came out.
Facts.
He came on a
Changed
he
the
came on a
whole-
hardcore rap label with a pink polo.
He gave
and a
people like me and
backpack
him a chance.
and spilled his emotions, and then
Right.
people start picking on it and say it's called emo rap. But then
Right,
they turn
right.
back around and start doing it. Now you
Not
got Drake.
everybody do it, right?
Now you got Kendrick Lamar. Like you
Right.
got all these people that's
Right.
spreading their emotions and not just talking hard.
I think like with Ye, he's definitely a lot better at this point with the shoes. I think the shoes are much better than the clothes right now. The biggest thing with the clothes I'm not a big fan of is the price point. Because a lot of it's honestly really plain. Like I got a few pieces from him. They cool, you know what I mean? But they're not loud. But I'm not loud either. So, you know, but not for them price points. Like the
What's
thing
his
about like
label
high fashion
called?
though, huh? You said
What's
what?
his label? Is it called
It's
Yeezy?
called Yeezy,
It's
but
called
they have
Yeezy.
different seasons, so it'd be
Right.
like Yeezy season 2, 3. The good thing about a lot of the high fashion stuff, though, you could really get a lot of that stuff like way cheaper. You just gotta wait it out,
Right.
Because how many people you know gonna buy a T-shirt for
But the
$300?
thing is, marketably, I think he knew that. That's why he calls it
Yeah.
Yeezy Season 1, Season
Bingo.
2. So if you wear Season 1,
Right.
and we on Season 3, like, nah,
Yeah.
man, you out on Season 1.
Bingo.
It's not like a classic polo shirt.
Bingo.
That's an old polo shirt. It's still
Bingo.
Ralph Lauren, but it's
Bingo.
old.
Yeah.
And I think he also comparing to, like, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. So
Yes.
that's why he's trying to bring his price point. He's putting himself on that level.
It's the same way with Virgil and Off-White. Like they're trying to put themselves in position with those larger companies like that, you know. But it's tough to compete with a Gucci and a Louis Vuitton, you know, that's been
Why?
around. I mean, because longevity. I mean, you know what I mean? It's the same way with Nike.
Yeah. Gucci came out high price.
Right.
Yeezy came out high price.
Right. And see, that's my thing. Even when I make my own stuff, I'm always considerate of that. Like, when you come out with, you know, merch or different things, or somebody has a brand, you got to be careful of the price points. You know what I mean? You can't come out the gate and say, I'm charging $150 for the
So we
T-shirt.
can't
Right.
charge $300 for an episode for people to come up here.
I mean, at this point, y'all got clout now. I mean, you might.
What's our clout level?
Was I?
Well, what's the scale?
Like
1 to
from
5?
1 to 5, yeah.
It's other podcasts. That's
See, you don't want to
I
go
don't know.
too high because then you can't,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I
1 to
mean? But
5.
you don't want to go too low. Because we've been around about a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, don't put us out there.
Yeah. No, y'all been doing y'all thing. Y'all been doing y'all thing. So I mean, you want to scale it right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You don't want to be too high and then you got nowhere to go. You kind of want to be in between this. You know,
That's how you
for
stay
growth
classic, too.
Bingo.
Because if you do it too big, then
Right.
people gonna be like, you
What's
can't
next?
never out. That's just.
But
can't
guess
out
what?
do
The
that.
Right.
key is being strategic.
Oh yes.
Like
True
Nas,
indeed.
and we're going to
True
get into
indeed.
that after we come back from a
Yes,
break.
sir.
My man.
Lit Lifestyle Podcast is brought to you by Vital Consumption's Bulletproof. It's one of the most healthiest energy drinks with none of those shaky, jittery feelings, nor will you crash at the most inconvenient time. The company donates 5 cents of every can to the Fisher House Foundation in support of the military troops. Stop by your local store and pick you up a can. It's lit.
Boy, it's lit, boy. You feel me? We back. We got P in the building.
Hey,
We got T Will in the building.
you will.
We got DJ WJ23XYZ123 in the building. Hey, you dropped a new single, right? You gonna talk about a new
Yeah.
single?
It's called It Is What It Is, man. It's out on iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, any other platform. You know.
Speaking of singles, I've been seeing you on the show. Ain't nobody said not how hard you was though.
What happened?
Rapping.
No.
Yeah, he had a single. I remember DJ.
Look at it.
Triple A used to play that joint. He had a record. He was dope. T Will was dope.
Speaking, I think I know why you said that because he said, what's the name of the single again?
It is what it is.
I had a single called "I'm What It Is."
Ah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Featuring DJ Triple A. He was doing the scratching on there. You know, he was actually the first person.
Get what?
that broke
People
that
don't
song.
really know what's going on with T Will. Let the people know for a minute. What's up, man? Why you here? Who you are? You feel
I'm head of
me?
marketing for 912. You know,
Hey.
Fleet's my business partner.
Hey.
So, you know, we help keep this 912 thing afloat together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we do shows together. We bounce around business ideas together.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we bounced around the podcast or the interview session or what we was talking about before it actually came into fruition.
Wow.
It just
Fruition.
popped into the, you know, but we was talking about doing this and I was trying to get him to jump on the camera. And I said, I would not jump on the camera without you. And I didn't want, look, I'm here. You know, and I don't stop.
Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, so he got credentials. He ain't just somebody who pop in every once in a while. Work at service merchandise and nothing.
Got my
like that.
artist.
Boy, you threw it back on that one,
He
boy.
talking about service merchandise. Well, I got my artist Lip. He's out there in Miami grinding, doing his thing.
Okay.
A lot of times he's back and forth throughout the entire Florida area as well. You know, we bump shoulders with few people, Ross people, few people that's on Love and Hip Hop as well. But that's neither here nor there.
Breeders ain't bump shoulders with nobody.
I remember this man with the second single I did on Fly Like Me. We did that in his closet.
Yeah,
Oh.
facts.
Fleet was managing me.
Yeah.
No.
People don't know, man. I went to school for that. You know, doing engineering, man. So
When I got there, I'm like, hold up, this the dude from all the clothing stores. 'Cause I remember him from there. I'm like, damn, and he cut his hair.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but he recorded that,
That was dope, man. You killed that too.
you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, how you about 40?
Hey, man. Nah, boy, chill, boy. Nah,
Boy, about 40.
nah, man. We was just all real young at it. Like
Yeah.
we was like young at it. Like I think we all kind of had that ambition very young. So we've done so much in such a short period of time that it feel like we all like 40, 50, but we still young.
Y'all boys is 40.
No, sir.
You gotta understand, if I'm 40, you 36.
Don't tell nobody.
I ain't afraid of it. I am who I am. So
No, I like growing into a grown man.
But I'm gonna tell y'all what's the best thing about being my age, bro. Like if you talk to a younger chick, you could talk to a younger chick and she gonna be like, all right, cool. But you could talk to an old chick too, and she gonna be like, all
All
right,
right,
yeah,
cool,
you cool.
right?
So
We
what's
right
that?
in the middle. Like, I
So
can
what's
talk-
that age limit then?
What's the age limit?
Yeah, for you,
35?
yeah.
36?
For me?
Yeah. What's the youngest you
What's
date?
the youngest I date?
Yeah.
you know what just hit me, man? Your midlife crisis is gonna be awful, man.
No, it ain't, bro. I'm
I'm
gonna be
talking
like
about-
right now.
You get one grade? Oh my God.
Nah,
Talk
I
him
ain't
off
get
the
that
town.
just for me.
He's
Put it-
about
Now,
to
legit
jump.
though, what's the youngest you date?
We gonna go to break.
He gonna dance around now.
I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody like, you know what I'm saying, 18.
Okay.
You know?
17 and a half or 18.
No,
Hey,
no, 18.
chill.
17 birthday
She was
next month.
18. She was 18, bro. We on camera, bro.
This is my number. This is my number. As soon as
trying
the
to
clock
jam me
strikes
up, bro.
12, when you turn 18, call
my
me. I'll be up. I got you.
Oh
You know
man,
what I'm
yo
saying?
boys.
But then I can talk to somebody, but then I can talk to somebody like 50. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You trying to get a home cooked meal.
Trying to get
For
401k,
real.
401k
Trying to
too?
get some
Video,
bills
she
paid.
know what's up.
She fronting. If you see Breeze at your Bible study, just
Oh.
know be there for Sister Joanne. That's always with them hats on in
I
front
ain't
of
got a break.
everybody.
I'm
Can't
gonna have my hair out and all. You know what I'm saying? Have be taped up. You feel me?
Tats
You know what I'm
covered.
saying? With little tats covered. You know what I'm
You gonna have a
saying?
fro out.
Had a fro.
A
out.
respectable fro, you know.
Pick the fro now.
Respectable fro.
The
Like in the
respectable.
70s, they had respectable fros.
I'm gonna say
you know?
hello
they
to
did.
everyone. You know what I'm saying?
You is hilarious.
Might pay a little.
So y'all wouldn't date nobody 50. Not lie now. They're talking about them old, them good cougars with the little one gold right here. That's it. With the gold bamboo earrings.
You might be
Not lie
too
now.
mature for me, man.
Not lie now.
I would.
You would?
I would.
Exactly, bro. Y'all could
I
just
think it all depends.
I think at 50, you going to start calling a kiss sugar. And I don't want no women asking me. Give me some sugar. Give me some sugar, T-Will. Hey,
think it
baby,
all
how you
depends,
feeling?
though.
Give me
Depends on what I
some
get with the
sugar,
sugar.
baby.
It depends. Cause most of the industry chicks that I like, all in their 40s, like Regina Hall.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody said nothing about 40s. He said 50. Now, if Regina...
I
oh,
said
man.
not 50 something. I said 50 now.
That's
On the head.
50 fresh off of 40 something.
You ain't say
Right.
51. You ain't say 49.
Nah, I ain't said 51. I said 50.
Who in their 50s just a little bit?
Taraji.
Angela
Ain't
She
Bassett.
should have 50.
She ain't
She-
50.
Oh,
She look-
dang what you just said.
Now
Angela
Regina
Bassett.
Hall is in her.
Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah.
That's who you
but
want to
that's
knock off.
And
You
Angela
won't
Bassett.
show her how Stella got her groove back. Not lying.
Hey man, Angela Bassett like she can make some good potato salad though.
Yeah, I mean she
make the
beautiful
green
woman,
one.
Like ain't got no celery, ain't
She
got
look
no
like she
onions.
got some good potato salad. You know
But
what
like
I'm
when you
saying?
think about like Regina Hall and you think about Taraji and Sanaa Lathan, like all them in their 40s, they
Yo, what you think Taraji can cook, man?
man,
chicken.
some good ass baked beans.
Taraji look like she can't cook.
Like she'll put her ankles in some
You know what I'm
greens.
saying? Like
A whole leg.
she got that. She got that. I like them just a tad hood. You know what I mean? Yeah, she got
We
that.
fighting for chicks. bro. That's a little bit hood,
Vivica
bro.
over 50.
It's a little. Oh, I don't know if
She ain't afraid to
I don't know
say
if I'm
it.
still
I don't know
on
about
Vivica
Vivica
though.
now though.
J-Lo?
J-Lo 50?
Yeah,
Yeah,
J-Lo about
shit.
50.
Yeah, yeah. That's that. Yeah.
Holly.
Yeah.
What about Holly?
Holly.
Holly. Still on Holly?
Holly
Berry?
look like she
Oh,
can't cook
facts,
though, man.
facts.
Keep it real.
facts,
She don't look like
facts.
she
No,
can
no,
cook.
no,
like,
no, no, no. That's easy.
How old is old girl from Clueless?
Stacey Dash.
Yeah.
Her brain though, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think
She
she can
ain't-
cook either, man.
Yeah, I can't. Nah.
She got to be able to cook. Is she
Hey man,
50?
you gotta be able to cook, man. You talking about 50-year-old?
I ain't gonna lie.
Now she
50
just gotta
How
pay
you
my.
pull
She
up
gotta pay
50
some
and you can't
bills.
cook?
I had a
That's it.
50-year-old.
That's it. Like, you 50
Matter of
and you
fact,
can't
shout out
cook?
to C's, bro. C's to tell
offending.
you, bro. It was some old chicks that came with us in the mall, bro. And then she said, "What you want? What you want? You want to buy you some shoes or something?"
Yeah.
Yeah. It's some James came out yesterday, you feel me? And
What you did?
I go over there and knock off and give me some shades. You feel me? I cannot buy that.
Holly 51.
Holly 51.
Yeah, Holly.
50 and
Yeah.
the one.
What about
She
Vivica?
can,
Viv-
See, that's 51?
Yeah. All them can.
Y'all have a baby
Yeah.
with a 51-year-old?
You said what?
You have a baby
No,
with a
the
51-year-old?
question at that point is can
Can
she have
she
a baby
have-
with a
yeah.
young person? 'Cause
Damn.
that might just be it for her.
She's still going through reproduction and all that.
No, she going through menopause.
Nah, yeah, she.
So,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't think she can have
Get
a
them
baby.
flashes.
So y'all think 50-year-olds can't have no baby?
Yeah.
Catching them flashes.
I don't think that's
Yeah,
healthy.
they can.
50-years can have a baby?
I don't think that's
breastfeeding?
healthy
No.
She's
though.
gonna be 60 running behind a 10-year-old.
Oh boy.
She's not gonna be right.
Yeah, y'all got my ears up now. You said Hallie on
J-Lo
51?
got a young one.
Yeah,
J-Lo
yeah.
got a
She
young
keep
one.
a young one. No. She got an old head now. She was
Yeah,
A-Rod.
A-Rod now.
She was A-Rod now. But she did have young. A lot
A-Rod
of
about
young ones
60
before
now,
then.
ain't
Yeah.
She up there.
A lot of them older chicks like young dudes though.
Like
J-Lo throw
who?
you to the
Like
curb
Nicki
quick,
Minaj
Jesus.
liking Nas?
J-Lo getting rid of him.
How y'all feel about Nicki Minaj and Nas? They done broke up, right?
Yeah, that's the
Probably.
word.
That's cool, because that man done came up on 40 mil.
Ooh. I love it.
Oh yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I
Man
love
came
it,
up on
man.
40
You know what I
mil.
like about it even more? It was low key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And he
saying?
still ain't said nothing.
Right.
It just
So
been
it might be
reported.
even more. Because
Yeah.
if you don't talk about it, it might be even more. I want to see more of that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot more people, you know, because you don't hear too many people making that kind of bread.
You ain't lying. Because I think they said they went on Shark. What it was called? Shark
Tank?
Shark Tank. They wanted
turned
what?
them down.
700 or something like that?
Yeah.
700,000?
Yeah,
That's
tried
all
to
they
lowball
wanted.
him. They tried to lowball him.
Yeah. And then they ain't got that. So Nas and them probably crept and shit. We'll give y'all. I give you 100. He give you 100. He give you 100. Or something like that. Now them boys done got 40 mil out there, bro.
You know what we could do with 40 mil right now, boy?
Boy, I could.
You said what?
Go to McDonald's.
Oh.
Go to McDonald's.
Breeze gonna trick off with every 50-year-old.
Hey, everyone got a little goatee right
Like
here.
I got benefits, girl. I got property now.
Boy, what?
Shoot, he gonna be at the hall showing out,
At the hall.
taking all these ladies.
Man, he said, oh.
He gonna pull up at the hall
White Corvette. Right? Just looking. Who on?
with a linen outfit and with some sandals on.
Stacey
Getting it to him, huh?
Nah, y'all ain't finna
Straw
get
hat.
it.
All right. Question.
What's up?
Looking like the Black Colonel
You
sandals
just
out there.
said that.
Like you got chicken.
How do y'all feel? How you feel you gonna dress when you 50?
How much?
I'm
dress?
never gonna do that. That's never gonna be me.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be the Stacey Adams
No.
kind of.
I had to tell my wife this one time. You can still wear something that's modern. It's about how
You wear it. Thank you.
know what I'm
But I don't think you.
When I'm 50, I'm still
accepted
gonna come through like this. I'm not
We
gonna
gonna check you. We
Right.
gonna check you.
No, you're not gonna
The
check.
young dude's gonna check
You're not
you.
gonna check
Okay,
me.
so he think he 20, 30 years old.
If I'm 50, I won't. Why would a 50-year-old wear skinny jeans when you can just wear slim?
Because that's
fit?
gonna be cool.
Why you
then.
gotta go all the way to the straight shot of jeans?
Because it's gonna be
skinny?
50
You
year
got slim
olds
fit.
like me, tatted up, piercing up.
That's cool.
It's
but
like
if
Buddy
50
and Plies video. He had the nice
Yeah.
little collar shirt on.
Yeah.
OG
I
Magnum.
agree with him, man. I feel like however you wear it is the biggest thing. Like you
It's
can
not
be
what you do, it's how you do it at all phases, man.
So when we get 50, what we gonna be wearing?
Jordans.
I'm gonna still be wearing J's. Facts.
You're gonna be 50. You're gonna get 50. You're gonna be in the church. And you're gonna have to testify one day.
I think
And some
that's
Jordans.
gonna
your
be him
suit
for real.
will still be skinny.
Yeah.
Pants, everything, and it's gonna be a whole new style, and you
Bro.
stuck in the style.
Let me talk to the people right now. The skinnies, bro, it feels so good.
Perfect.
That's how
Like
it's the fit.
Ain't no way around it.
Once you go skinny, ain't no way you go back.
There's no way you go
It's-
back,
it's
bro.
no-
I
it's no
never
way.
put on the pair of
You
Jabos
try some
again,
skinny
bro.
jeans?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, okay? I buy slim fit. Now,
Okay.
if there's a pair of dope jeans, and I know I look, oh, they skinny.
Yeah.
I'm going to size up. I'm going to
There
make
you
them
go.
look slim
There
fit.
you go. There
It's
you
not
go.
what you do,
There
it's
you
how
go.
you do it.
Okay.
Nobody never said you couldn't buy
Yeah,
it.
man.
So you still buying 501?
Hey.
I might.
Yeah.
I might feel like a 501.
Some green, some
I
peach.
might buy some Ralph
Yeah, I remember the peach 501.
I ain't finna do all that. Ooh, with the stars.
Oh boy, hey.
The
You
peach
be
501
going
was
crazy,
the one.
boy. Right,
I had no
right.
peach 501.
Oh man.
Hey, we had
With
a
the
peach
white
501.
tee.
You can't even say
And I'm
nothing.
gonna put starch on my white
we all
t-shirt.
in deja vu.
That group lit.
Lit, going crazy.
But he got a peach 501s on.
Yeah, man.
Baggy.
Baggy down.
Starch on my white
Olive.
tee. I got
starch on the
my
white tee.
Don't even play
Boy,
with me, man. I'm
Can't
putting
do
starch
man.
on it.
It's a wrap, man.
If I ain't got no
Yeah.
starch, I'm putting it up under the mattress.
It's a wrap, man.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, but this NRA situation, y'all know anything about that as far as the new gun laws and how that's going on? How y'all feel about that? Because there's a lot going on with the shooting in the schools
Yeah, man.
and shooting in church.
It's a slippery slope, bro.
Check
They
them
said they
doors,
suing
man.
Florida.
Make sure
They
they ain't
said the
shooting in the
NRA suing
podcast,
Florida because of that, huh?
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, they suing Florida because of that, but that's crazy. Florida really reaching out for an actual cause and a purpose for the kids. But you want to turn back around and like, you know what? I'm gonna show him who the boss. I'm gonna
Right.
sue Florida too.
So,
that's
for the
a
people that
typical
don't know what's really
Confederate.
going on, explain to the people what's going on with that.
I mean, well, they wanted to sue the state of Florida because of their accusations on what they're doing. But then they're going to turn back around and say, hey, we're going to bring up the age for the gun laws. That way a kid won't do it. But everybody knows, whether it's legal or illegal, your hands is going to get on a gun if you want a gun. And they even know that. They know it's not going to stop your sale.
Exactly.
Actually, this controversy probably helped sell a few guns. I mean, I'm quite sure there's a lot of
It did.
bad.
Kids want what's not cool.
Hillbillies
They
like, I'm
wanna
gonna
be
load
that
up on
one
all the
that-
AK-47s I
Yeah.
can. That's what they doing, you know?
You know what's
And they love
crazy
it.
about guns too now? Like when we was growing up, it was guns around.
It was
It's
guns
like
around.
everybody got guns now. though. It's like everybody got guns.
But it was like the kids even, I wouldn't say it kind of like that, but the kids even knew what and what not to do. It wasn't that
Bingo.
many kids shooting.
Right,
It
it
was the
wasn't.
fact that, oh, I'm
Right.
beefing with you.
Right.
As soon as school let out, I'm going to
3
see.
o'clock.
But
Right.
you know,
Why?
spray the whole school.
Right.
Somebody
The
check you because
biggest
you got a
reason
big
why,
head or
to
something.
me, bro, because we was outside, bro.
Yeah,
We was
real, man.
outside. For
That's
real.
real.
Like, this old head talk. If you young, don't worry about it right
Yeah.
now. We can get some.
Nah, they
more.
need to hear it though.
But we was outside, for real. You know what I'm saying? We was outside playing. We was outside fighting.
True.
All that. You know what I'm saying? Now everything is just like
Can't
my
run from a fight.
son Ford, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like he see the police, he pew pew pew.
Oh
Like, why
man.
you doing that, bro? Like you four, how
That's
you
real,
even know to
man.
do that? You
And
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
parents are
That's
teaching their
crazy.
kids, they're not sending them outside because they're afraid they're going to get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All
saying? So
different
now
kinds
they
of
forced, they in the house now. They're afraid. They watch the news just like you.
Yeah.
They hear somebody talking, their parents talking on the phone with somebody else. Yeah, this person came up missing this and that. They're afraid too.
Part of it too though, we done got lazy too.
Yeah.
A lot of parentals have gotten lazy, man. And it's easier to put a kid on an iPad or a video game.
Wait,
Just
lying,
now.
boy.
So do
That
y'all,
way you can keep your eye on them so you can do your thing.
do y'all think teachers should have a gun then?
That's the worst thing I hate that I'm seeing, and I know that's going to be the worst thing that's going to happen from this, especially for brothers like us. You know, like a young black brother. You already got teachers that's already a little off anyway.
Yeah.
And what happens if a situation happen and you a black teacher and a situation pop off and they come into the school and you got the gun trying to get the shooter, but they don't know who the shooter is, but they see you got a gun. What they gonna do to you?
Yeah.
They're going to shoot you
Gonna
first.
spray
you're
you
the black
first,
man,
right?
yeah.
So that's dumb. Like, why can't it just be that we have better gun laws? You know, different things that handle these situations, or more security into
Yeah,
the schools
right.
and
The
things.
metal
Like,
detectors
it's like
and all
it's
that.
like they don't want to do real work. They
Yeah,
want like a quick
yeah.
solution, quick fix. Like, hey,
Everybody
this might
want
work.
to point the finger
Right,
at
man.
instead of handling the situation.
Handle the
The parents
situation.
don't want to. The parents don't want to train their kids, so they say, "Well, the
Right.
teacher's doing this. The teachers don't want to teach
Right.
the kids. Well, the state only allow us to do this, and the state's like, well, we can't do this because we ain't got the money.
Bingo.
Like, it's crazy.
Bunch of
You know,
excuses,
it's
if
a
you
bunch
ask
of
me, man.
excuses.
Yeah.
You know, I see a lot of people that's successful in home parenting. I met a
Facts.
lady one day. She gets $5,000 a month just for teaching her kids.
Right.
Her husband's in the military. You know,
Well, hold on. You skipped over that
A
kind of
branch.
quick, bro. You get $5,000 for
$5,000.
teaching her own kids?
well, yes, she
Hold
was
on.
getting money like
Hold on, let me test my baby mama.
I was doing some business with her, and she was just telling me that she was getting
Let
60
me
grand a
teach
year
Czar every
just to do homeschool, you know. And so she's like, and she says, "Yeah, we're about to go to Paris." I'm like, "Y'all going where?" "Yeah, we're going to Paris." Well, it's a part of his social studies lesson.
Hold on,
She's
let me test
taking
it
you
back.
there.
Let me make sure
She's not opening up books where somebody had an
Yeah.
opinion about what's in the book, and you're being taught that opinion.
Real talk though,
She's going to the truth.
I got a 7-year-old son, and the first 6 months of this year, he's in the public school here now in Savannah, but we was transitioning. He was homeschooled. They got way better resources. They sent this man a laptop, like a brand new one, a printer, brand new books. They don't even get books in
The
school.
government will pay you.
Yeah, like, so if you ever notice, a lot of white people homeschool their kids.
Oh, Lord.
You ever notice that?
I think like anything like smaller is better. Cause I did private school for a little while.
Yeah, and more
There was
attention.
I did too.
8 of us in the class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then when I came to public school, I was like
40.
whole lot of shit, man.
Me
Like,
too,
what's
me
going
too.
on? You feel me?
I did the exact opposite. So it was
Yeah.
like, you know, my whole time, we was 40 kids in the class. I went to private school. I was like, what the world is going on?
3
Like,
people
yeah,
in
right.
there,
What's
bro.
going on?
That's
Yeah.
working the system and not letting the system work you.
Yeah.
Well,
You see what I'm
But
saying?
we gotta do better as a people though, and find them resources because they out there
and
you know.
share the resources.
Right.
We get them in like triple.
Right,
That's been a
right.
problem
Oh,
for
that's
the
the
last
worst, the
100,
worst.
50 years.
Facts, my
you
brother.
find a jewel, you know it, but you ain't gonna pass it along to this next brother because you
Right.
see, man, he
Right.
got
Hey,
more
what y'all-
potential than me.
Right.
Well,
What
he
y'all
can probably
feel like
run
the
your company
most-
and you sit back if he got more potential than you.
What's the most important like study in school to y'all these days? What's
Math.
Math?
Man,
That and probably social studies, history.
Yeah, that's something that you can't really defy.
negative and negative. English.
Math is
English.
math.
English.
All day, every day.
They don't,
If,
you know,
if
they
you,
don't
if
do.
you could get in a room and you could speak correctly and you could write an email correctly, you could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You could hire somebody to do the math. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But those
2 plus
to me,
2.
If you don't know how to
Let me
count, you
let
can
you
get cheated out your money.
explain what's going on.
But you know, but most of us learn how to do most majority of math that we go and do in life by at least 6th grade. You know what I mean? After that, everything else is pretty much extra. Like my wife was a math major. I used to be looking at her work like, why? Like, you
For
know what I'm saying?
real?
What is these letters and like?
Bro, I ain't never used that
Right.
after high school,
Thank
bro.
you.
I haven't
Like,
either.
yeah,
Like 3Z
But you
plus
use English every day,
A1.
don't you?
What?
You use
Yeah,
it- right.
every day.
Sure do.
you read over
Right
the contracts,
now,
right?
I'm using it right now.
Language arts is my favorite subject, though, man. I used to love it, man.
Language
what?
arts.
Yeah, yeah,
Language
yeah.
arts, English. Like I always loved words,
Creative,
you know what
right.
I'm
I
saying?
like PE.
This guy, this
And
guy.
lunch.
I know all the little chicks sitting down.
I went
Hard, right? Well, extra hard, taking charges and all, right? Crazy.
I wasn't no athletic dude though, man. I was in the wrong things, man. I was into making money
Yeah.
and literature. I used to sit back and write poetry before I even
Yeah,
wrote a rhyme.
and that's
I
what
used to write
literature,
poetry,
that's where
you
all
know?
starts from, man. You know?
So you get farther in life knowing literature. Better than
You can
anything.
articulate yourself worldwide with literature.
Yeah, I think you
Ooh,
could
shit.
represent yourself
Wait.
better too.
I can go to the hood and talk.
That nigga use
Right.
8 big words in one
I
word.
can go on
bro.
Broad Street in a building and conduct a meeting properly.
Conduct.
Right. Facts.
Never heard it.
No, he preaching though.
And that came from language arts, but you was in PE.
Hey.
With the hose.
Nah, I think that English for sure though, because a lot of times from what I heard, like when you apply for a job, even like making sure your resume have no typos, they'll kick you your application out just because you got a typo. So like those things like that is really important. And a lot of times getting a job all about an interview.
Yeah.
So if you
Just know how to talk.
you got some people come in, good, you know what I'm saying? You know, you
Bruh,
get
I
yourself
see
out the door
folks
before you
come
can
in for
even.
interviews with a dress shirt on,
Mm-hmm.
tucked in into some big dickies, sagging.
That's all they
with
got,
the
bro.
95s on.
That's all they got, bro.
I understand that's all you got.
But that's why I'm wanting the job.
But see, some people got
'Cause
too
I-
much pride, and that makes them struggle too. Because I know if I really want that job, I'm gonna say, hey, auntie,
Right.
grandma. I'm quite sure your grandma probably
might not
not let
have
you hold no money
nobody.
to go get no J's. But I say, if I got a job, grandma,
Yeah,
I need to
yeah.
borrow some money.
Nah, it ain't no excuse.
So I can
trying to
be
get
able
them
to get
J's,
a
though.
Because
Nigga
She
grandma
gonna
gonna be
give
like,
it to you,
nigga,
man.
check this out. Hey,
Well, take me to the mall then.
I do vintage clothing. Ain't no excuses. Every time I'm out thrifting in different things, it be nice.
Bro, you
suits,
got
cuz.
thrift stores. See,
You know what
people
I'm
got too
saying?
much pride,
Like,
man.
yeah,
Ain't no
like
way
you can
around
get a
it.
full
I ain't gonna lie,
suit.
but I done got like 3 suits from the Salvation Army.
For
boy.
real, they be having nice stuff. you know what I'm
My
saying? Go
first
get that
interview, I
thing
went straight to
pressed.
Walmart.
Good to go.
Got a suit?
No, I got a cheap
I'm
zip
about to
tie,
say, that nigga
got
got
a
a
dress
suit from
shirt,
Walmart.
some slacks, and one of
That
them
nigga
cheap
put that shit
belts.
on.
Right.
And I was there. I was there with a pair of Rockports on.
Nah, you did what you had to do.
Ooh, I ain't
Did
heard
what you had
Ross
to
for a
do.
minute though.
Real talk, man.
I could dig it. Well, look, man, let everybody know where they can find you. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
The best way to reach out, man, for future projects and different things like that is on my Instagram. It's offthewave85. Send me a DM, and
It goes down to DM now.
we can definitely work, man. We looking to do more things with people who are into art. If you're an upcoming brand that's pretty established, like clothing brand, us doing some possible pop-ups. We have a showroom now, so we're gonna try to pimp that out as much as possible, but at the same time keep it real classy.
Yeah.
And then eventually too try to open up with artists, because I love music, so that'll be something I'll always be willing to help. With artists that want to help themselves.
Mojo Yeti dropping today.
Okay. Yo.
Gotta shout out the homie, and
Yeah.
I just dropped
I like
the video
Lil Dude,
too,
man.
man. When fucking nigga, I just dropped.
Hey,
that,
he
you know?
did. He did.
Last-
LL Breezer.
Last question for you though. What would you say is your end goal for
Off the Wave?
Yeah.
Man, it's so simple, right? And I know I always talk about my son a lot, right? So about 3 weeks ago, me and my wife went to a parent conference for my son. And before the conference even started, his teacher said, "Oh, Jacob says you have a business and one day he's gonna take over." That's the end goal.
Makes sense.
Give it to my kids. Eventually they
Generational
establish
wealth.
it. Hey, my brother, can I dap you on that?
I gotta
That's what
work
it's all
on it.
about.
My son ain't gonna get nothing but a bunch
Just
of J's. Like a
Yeah.
bunch of J's.
So,
That's all he gonna
yeah.
have right now.
That's the end goal. The
And a
end goal is to
motorcycle.
establish that, man, and give it to them, and for them to continue to make it happen, and eventually venture off into something else. Shout out to my boy Fleet. We always talked about multiple streams of income. So eventually something else. In our generation, we not gonna retire with this big retirement, Social Security. So we gotta be smart. If you plan on you don't want to be in Walmart. You see the people at Walmart when they 60 still ringing the.
That's crazy.
I'm not trying to.
That's crazy, bro.
So
I
that's
already
the
get
end goal,
points.
bro.
Average retirement income $2,500 a month.
$2,500
You mean
a
to tell
month?
me you work all these years for that?
Yeah, that's terrible.
I want to live.
How can you live off that?
I've seen people who had $1 million jobs and got retirement income of $6,000 a month, but they have other investments.
Going around them, exactly.
But you got people
Real
that
estate.
Smart way to go.
$1,500 after they work 30 years, man, 50 years, man.
Tripping.
That ain't what it's about.
Well, get your money up.
Get your
Boy,
bag.
your breezer is lit, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you on with Litlifestyle podcast.
Lifestyle.